Hi everyone, my name is孫瑋駿. I'm from architect from Jiayu University. And the first one is organ. The organ, the one is ocular cornea. The cornea most from Sri Lanka because the Sri Lankan have think the eyes is the window of the soul, and Britain they think too, but they think he through the window of the soul he will die. Sri Lankan have think they will reborn. And the two cornea have 7.3 million Taiwan dollar. And next is renal reservoir. If calling storage is calling storage, is they can survive more than 20 hours. This low patents is organ need to of kindly transplants to weight unity. The kidneys are obtained from border hundreds of kilometers away, and it have about 6 million Taiwan dollars. And next is liver. The liver will be located below the body due to gravity and will buries and fall with the breath, and is about 4.6 million Taiwan dollar. Next is the heart. The heart of the blue world as big as a car, and it will have a ton. In a human embryo, the mesoderm occurs at the head of the embryo, discal, and precedes the penguin, so called. And the next is bone marrow. Bone marrow can be divided into two categories: red bone marrow and the yellow bone marrow. The bone marrow of the fetus and the body is red. Use blue cell called separation of hematopoietic sticks. The bone marrow is the lowest per grow high power cell for 2 million per US dollar. 下一个但超级不会念的，很难的。
你都没有删你呢？
对，等下会解。
哦，你要自己再解过。
对，因为我 PPT 没有合起来。
那你 PPT 要介绍出来。
哦，好，我可以。 Next, I will this movie diverse. And the first one is Your Sins. Your Sins is called the universe is made up of two types of states. One is that the mind is mineral, that is the body and the soul, and not the mind is the chemical reaction of the brain. If this theory comes true, then or if the world dies, heaven's hell can be real. And next is Schrödinger soul. Oh, the next is Postman brain. If there's a machine keep you dreaming and keep you out of your mind, is the world you are dreaming about right now is your world, or is there a technology that can create images in your sight? How do you prove that the world you are in isn't a world in your head? The next is Schrödinger's cat. A well-known experiment, but this movie shows another possibility. You don't have to choose cat alive or dead, and they both happen together, because the cat that split to universe right now, and the cat that live one universe once died. The next is double sim interferometry, and it's a well-known one, the experiment, but what many people don't know is that when I send out the source of the wave needed for an experiment, they can change each other the source, and this will bring it to the next. Yeah, next. Next is sun. And next is that bring it to the next. Next. Delay selection experiment. Everyone's learned about light and the world with particles to phase. Is it possible that I combine the four experiment might change about allowing light to have wave and the particles at the same time? It can change this history.
好难哦。
刚才是不是跳高？
哦，对啊，我刚念错了，不过没差。
Asian soul. And the first one is 移刀, an instrument of honor. It was the precursor of the making. His ancestors were right-hand swords, which were the swords of the white and the Jew. They were mainly used in ceremonial. And the next is 横刀. It's from the 10th dynasty. The peak of his work was already made of steel. His blade was better shaped to break armor than to cut down. And the next is 磨刀. The forerunner of a strange knife in the town. It was the sword of the 10th dynasty. The million cavalrymen were able to hold 200,000 strange knights. They could not have been more successful because they were cutting horse health and health. Next is 苗刀. 苗刀 is invented during the Western Hand. It was the cousin of Japanese sword at the time, and even in the Japan invaders who cut off the Japanese sword and were the forerunner. And the next is还手刀. It's the beginnings of all the weapons in the hand containing steel was already available, but the technique was not yet mature. So heavy and the blunt had to be surrounded. And the next is market dao. During China's war of resistance, the Japanese bayonets. It's so powerful that China has invented a weapon that can be either cut or cut. The surface of the weapon is large enough to be cut. And the next is 大太刀. It's called Adachi. Adachi is very high pitch. It's also a weapon that requires very high pitch technology to modern times. So to speak Steel is the highest mercantile hardness. And the next is Japanese like katana. And the katana is multi-purpose print sheet. The high rate of toughness is low, often used in cutting leather and cutting, which is the most suitable tool for ergonomics. Next is nipple meter. And most friendship, the high degree of soundness is low, often used in cutting rather than cutting, which is the most suitable tool for ergonomics. And the next is Burmese knife. This knife is worthy of trust in a paucity of metal. In general, the back of the sword, the handle of the sword can be formed, and the sword is quick as lighting without the sword's collapsing. Thanks.
好难哦，没有
你知道
没有讲，
零什么？零是
好难哦。
你知道零什么？